Hello, hello, hello. It is Adrian, Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside, and I am coming to you incognito tonight. I am doing voice recordings. It is Saturday Night Live. Well, I mean, it's 6:52 p.m. here in Seattle, Washington. And yes, I said Seattle, Washington. And we are in the midst of a riot here. I've not gotten any sleep. I've been up watching said riots all day and working on some projects. I'm uploading the readings I did on Wednesday, but I'm, giving them to you as individual readings so that you can have those, you can see those, you can know whatever it is I said, you'll know. I did readings for all 12 signs, from Leo all the way to Cancer, and I'm going to stick by said readings. So I thought what I would do is something really quick to talk about what's going on, my little prediction for you astrologically, and I think what I'll do is I will just do like a magic, some kind of, I'll see if I get a card that, I might do it intuitive. I don't know. I'm thinking I might just pull a regular tarot card since I love playing with them when I talk now. I don't know why. Anyway, you guys, so here's the situation. We're in Leo. I mean, when I say we're in Leo, we're in a lot of Leo right now. And if you listen to my show on Wednesday, and I am putting up that show individually, so you'll be able to, pinpoint the planetary discussion and all of that. But if you did listen to it Wednesday, you would know that I predicted that there would be quite a bit of military presence during Leo season. And here in Seattle, it was pretty apparent today with the riots and the flashbangs and the spray paint and all of the things going on. It was pretty obvious what was happening there. So I just looked, and it looks like the moon is now in Libra, no longer in Leo, so that helps. It is opposed that Mars in Aries. I knew Mars in Aries played a huge role today. I could feel it. I could feel that was the situation. And, we're really, thank goodness Jupiter isn't quite exactly in a, like if it was maybe 5 degrees lower, we would have a grand square today. And I think that vibe, that T-square, which is, to me, I'm almost going to call it a grand square. After all, Jupiter's retrograding. But, I mean, I feel that. And, it's weird that the opening would be in Capricorn because it's just a little bit too wide to be an exact grand square. And so we're feeling that, the authority, the Capricorn Saturn retrograde. I felt that, which was like the military presence, the restriction, the oppression, that type of thing. So here's what that grand square would be, or that T-square right now. The moon at 14 degrees of Libra, Mercury square at 13 degrees, almost 14 degrees of Cancer. That's almost an exact square, folks. And then Mars at 15 degrees and 28 minutes of Aries, almost exact square as well. And then we have Jupiter at 20 degrees of Capricorn. Like I said, it's a little wide, so I'm calling this a T-square, not a grand square. But many people use a 5 or 5.5 degree orb or 6 degree orb when it comes to the moon. And the moon is at almost 15 degrees. So, yeah, it's almost a grand square. And I feel it. I feel that. And it's a cardinal grand square. You know, not fixed, not mutable, cardinal. Things are starting. This was a fire starter today. With Mars in Aries, we had a fire start. And I told you it was going to happen. Mars is in Aries longer than any other sign it's going to be in or has been in for like forever. 6 months. A very long transit for Mars. It's not leaving for quite some time. Usually Mars sits in a sign for 6 weeks, not 6 months. 8 weeks, you know, on norm, but 6 months? My goodness. Expect a lot of military presence over the next 5.5 months. I've said that before. Like I said, I believe the opening was in Capricorn, though, at 20 degrees and 50 minutes, just a little bit too wide. So we had that really strong T-square instead of a grand square. But, you know, that opening being authority, Jupiter. It's funny. I don't know if you guys got to see any of the riot in Seattle today. But when I think of the opening being Jupiter in Capricorn, right? What's funny is that, you know, some of these, I hate to say it, they're kids to me. I mean, I'm in my 50s. But just what they were saying, they were not down with authority at all. And a lot of it was kind of funny. There was one that I have a video on my page on Facebook, and they were coming around the corner, I guess, when it was getting started, you know, and a brown dinosaur came out and started dancing, and I'm thinking, like, really? A brown dinosaur? Really? So yeah, I think that's just that touch of Jupiter in Capricorn retrograde that we saw with the dinosaur today. I just could not stop laughing over that. Hilarious. Now, also keep in mind that Jupiter and Neptune are exactly sextile. I mean, exactly sextile at 20 degrees, respectively. Jupiter at 20 degrees of Capricorn and Neptune at 20 degrees of Pisces. So, you know, there's other things going on. Like I keep talking about that, you know, in conjunct or quincunx between Saturn and the North Node. And I feel like that was it, you know. These rioters, they were being really creative, I'm just saying. And the authority, it was like, stop that pigeon. It was kind of weird to see the authority in retrograde like that. Because Pluto is also retrograde. So the power and authority was in retrograde. And just a lot of screaming, you know, F this and F that. There was a lot of chanting, I'm just saying. So, Jupiter in Capricorn retrograding, Saturn in Capricorn retrograding, Pluto in Capricorn retrograding. The authority and the people were at odds today. There was definitely no relationship, and there should be a relationship, a reword, between the people and the authority. So anyway, I just thought I would just look over that and see. I don't want to spend too much time. I spend a lot of time Wednesday. Listen to Wednesdays, and you'll be able to hear more. But I just wanted to kind of look this over really quickly and find out what exactly is happening. Now, I will say this, and I think it's our saving grace. Well, maybe not, because I just realized Venus is also square Neptune. Hey, Venus I thought was free and clear, but it's not. So there is Venus square Neptune. Venus being love, Neptune being delusion, confusion, sometimes deception. There could be some illusions or deceptions in love. Be aware that this could possibly be occurring. And I just see it. I sense it, actually, because we're talking about Venus in Gemini, which loves to flirt and loves to be in love in its own way, because they, they just love flirting and talking, about how devastating they are. And then we got Neptune in Pisces, which wants to believe in whatever lies that Gemini might be telling them. And so I sense there could be, especially if you are Pisces or Gemini dealing with a Pisces, there could be some issues going on. Be careful with that, you guys. Be careful. Ooh. Now, I will say that the moon at 14 degrees of Libra is moving very quickly and should be making a trine. I mean, it's technically already trine at Venus, even though it's kind of wide, but it's definitely going toward an exact trine within the next couple of hours. So take advantage of that. I think a trine between Venus and the moon could be really romantic. I mean, really. Harmonious love. Venus trine. The moon. Harmonious, emotional joy and love, almost harmonious. It's harmonious. It's about the emotions because it's the moon, and we're talking about Venus, so it's positive. It's love. It's might even be sexy. I like that. Anyway, I am such a freshie. Let's stop talking about that, and I will pull one card. You hear me, you guys? One card for each sign, maybe two. I tell you why I said two. Even though they say you can't really, I don't like just doing one card. I might not. We'll see. I probably will. So I'm going to start with the sign of Leo, because again, we're in Leo, and that darn Leo sun is exactly opposed my Mercury. I hope that you guys are hearing me talk. Let me just make sure this is really recording. Since it is, yeah, it is. I'm 11 minutes in. So, yeah, it's recording me. So, okay. All right, we'll see. So, I'm going to pull out the first card for Leo. Let me see what this tells me. I'm just going to close my eyes and see what message Divine Spirit wants to tell Leo. I will say, Leo, with the sun in your sign, this is your time. I hope you're shining. I hope you take this time to shine, Leo, because this is your time to shine. Oh, some Leos may not be shining, or not realizing they're really kind of like their birthright to shine, really it is. So if you feel like you haven't been shining or, anything like that, take this time to do that. It's so funny. I'm doing this, with the cards, and I didn't mean to do all of these cards because I just did the romance readings just the other night. I'm still uploading them, but here I am messing with cards. And I don't want to do that because, first of all, you can't see me nor the cards. And so it's almost like you just have to take my word for it, and I don't like that. I really wanted to give you something more. But this is where we're at right now, and this is what's going on. Look, wow, Leo, you got a lot of cards here. This is a very big message here for Leo. I wasn't expecting that. So look, Leo, whatever's going on, by the way, happy birthday, Leo. You know you rock because you are indeed a star. And their first card that you got was the sun, which tells me, guess what? You win, Leo. You freaking win. I just wanted you to know that. And it's crossed by the King of Cups, which is a cup of emotion coming in, Leo. This could be a water sign, like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But I just think it's some king offering emotion. And whatever it is going to lead to you winning. It's your success. Oh, and then we've got the Empress that tops you. That's something new. That's something creative. That's something, maybe even you might be pregnant even by this King of Cups. I'm not sure, but this is definitely some new creative venture, new creative experience with the Empress there like that. So I do sense that there's something that's creating extreme creativity, I believe, at least in my mind. I'm just going to look up the Empress really fast to see if I missed any, because I do that sometimes. I just think about what I know street slang and, say that, but sometimes it pays to get the actual meaning that is there if I have it. Do I have the Empress? I might have passed her. Let's see. You guys, I have to tell you, I'm not on a Benadryl, but I did just pop a Theraflu. So I may only be able to get through this one. I'm not kidding. It is Leo season, and so they deserve it. It's their time, right? So this is what it says about the Empress. Realization, mutual love, fertility, action, creation, well-being, energy. It indicates, you got the green light to go ahead on whatever it is you're after. Maybe this King of Cups. But it symbolizes creation, new life, light, beauty, and goodness in daily and material matters, in feelings and thoughts, fertility, material income, stabilization, and domestic affairs. The indecision must be overcome. The implementation of all the plans is ahead. Wow, that's amazing. So let go of indecision, because you've got to put some things into motion. And you got the Six of Cups that's below you. It's telling me that you have to give to get. You have to be more caring, giving, I believe, in maybe even your emotions. But in this case, it's Pentacles. That's your money. I'm going to look under Six of Coins, see if I have that here. I don't. It's so weird. Why don't I have the Six of Coins here? Let me look it up in my little book. I just want to make sure I tell you everything you need to know. So Six of Swords is, as I said, a card of giving, also receiving, appreciation. It's time to reap your rewards. That's what it is, Leo. It's time to reap rewards. Hard work done. Thanksgiving. You may receive unexpected money. Oh, a time of economic gain. So that's good. I like economic gain. Everybody likes economic gain. My goodness. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so let's move on here. Oh, I can tell myself getting a little bit clunky here. So I think this might be the only reading, a special reading for Leo tonight. So then we've got the Page of Staff. Page of Staff. And the Page of Staffs is usually a very debonair, well-dressed man. Usually a Leo or Aries or Sagittarius. Usually probably a Sagittarius coming with some messages. You got the Page of Swords, and then right after you had the Page of Sword. You had the Page of Staffs, and right after it you had the Page of Swords, which is, there could be some delay in the messages. You might have to have some patience. You have to think a couple of times before you speak. But make sure you do that, because that's important. You have to use your head. Even though you may be pretty truthful and you might be gossiping about stuff, but use your head. And then in the current position, you got Ace of Coins. My goodness, somebody is on the precipice of making a lot of, I think, success and money. I mean, to me, Ace of Coins is success and money. I'm going to read this really quick to see what I've got here under Ace of Coins. Because sometimes I'll give street, slang, and I just want. So this is a card of excellent wealth, excitement, and swift clarity. Financial success and success in any action is here. Now is the time to start any project which you can move forward. Wow, I like that. But I think before you can do that, you're going to have to end something because you got the Death card. And I think that's an indication of having to end something in order, for something to begin. Nobody likes seeing the Death card. I know I don't, anyway. But it is blessings in disguise, A lot of people don't look at it that way, but I do believe it to be so. And the reason for that is that, there's positive endings, there's change, there's changes that are being made, but for the better. That's new starts. Even if you have to, say, go through a divorce or whatnot, at least you'll get that opportunity for a new start, and that's what makes this positive. And then you got the Knight of Coins. Knight of Coins. And the Knight of Coins is usually courageous. The Knight of Coins. He's got his little knife and he's got his little shield and he's ready for battle. I mean, he's pretty courageous. I mean, he is. So, yeah, the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins. It's hard work and it might be slow moving. You might feel like you have to be persistent. You might have to have patience. But I also see that you might have to have some military strategy as well. And then the main part of the reading ended with yet another ace, the Ace of Staffs. That is financial or just overall luck. I mean, it's a fire, the wands, and I think it's just very lucky for you. I'm going to see if I have anything special. I'm really passing out. I am praying I get to the end of this because I am truly passing out. So it could be inspiration or power, creation, its beginnings, passion, energy. It could be a new direction that you're going in. And then I see the extended talks about the Page of Cups. And that is someone, usually a young male, offering information that might be emotional. It could be some emotional information or communication. And whatever that is going on, you got the Four of Swords next. The Four of Swords is kind of sad by nature, worried about petty jealousies and things of that nature. And so I don't want to see you bogged down with that, but I can see where you may have been. And then you got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you may have been upset over some past love. Maybe you lost a relationship, lost a child or something. But you have been cut off to love for a while. You might even have been plotting and planning on how to get that back, that person that might have, that you want to hurt. Or yeah, I'm getting woozy, you guys. Let's just talk about the last card. It's the Lovers card. It's a 6 card. My gosh, Leo, the lovers. Oh my gosh, I'm done with this reading. It was just too much. Like, oh my gosh. I tell you what, I'll do this. I like to take them apart, and I'll do that. Because it sometimes does tell me a whole different story. It just does. Or it lays it out in such a way that I can really understand what's happening. So, let's see here. I just realized, this is why I do this. Because I'll miss things like that. I just realized we got 3 pages. So I'm going to look that up and find out. 3 pages. So let's see. And you had 2 aces. Ace of Staff, Ace of Coins. That's success and money. Wow. And I'm going to look up the 3 pages in a second. Let's see, 3 pages. Oh, so sorry, you guys. I gotta get some sleep. But let me just go ahead and read this really quick. You're gonna win, regardless. You win, because you're pregnant with new ideas. You are creative in what you do, and you're unique. And I think you're gonna put an end to whatever you've been going through. Maybe put an end to being alone, or put an end to waiting for someone. Whatever it is, you got the Lover's card next, which tells me that this could be dealing with real love, relationships, or it could just mean that you have choices when it comes to love, okay? All right, Leo. Well, this has been Adrian, Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside. I hope you take this time to like, share, and subscribe to our newsletter at astrologylookinside.com. And like our Facebook page at facebook.com/astrology a look inside. And you can also join our groups, which is facebook.com/groups/astrology a look inside. Okay. Much love and light to you. Bye now. Okay, so I have finished the reading for Leo. I'm exhausted suddenly. I know I can't keep my head awake much longer. I'm going to sleep. Much love and light. Many blessings to everyone. And I'll be back to talk more about the planets and, of course, your love lives and things like that on the Wednesday. Okay, I'll be back Wednesday. Okay. Blessings, everybody. Bye.